Grant Hailey, club member. This is my LR4, 2013. I've always been a Land Rover enthusiast. I've done LR2s, 110 Defenders, military, counties. Love the LR4, think it's totally underrated as an off-road vehicle. It can match any of the other stuff that Land Rover has out there, whether that's Defenders, Range Rovers, or anything. Had this one particularly, had this leased, purchased it off lease because it did not have to go into Land Rover for one thing. I don't name my cars. They're fucking cars. They're not, my most amount of joy now is that I can hear the V8 that's under the hood because I've redone the exhaust system. The story behind this is I hit a bear. Funny story, I'd had dinner at the club with an old friend from England. I was heading back upstate. Great drive, fucking in the zone, music was going, everything was flowing nicely, no traffic. Get about 15 minutes from my yard. I'm coming around a bend, music's on, going maybe a little bit above the speed limit, I'm not gonna deny. What the fuck? Sitting there, all of a sudden, I've got a fucking four-legged black bear to my left as I'm coming around this bend, and I'm like, oh shit, that's it, I'm fucking hitting this motherfucker. Which I did, and destroyed the whole front, destroyed the poor old bear, knocked the bear across to the other side of the road. Sat there thinking, fuck, the car's fucking trashed. I'm fucking done. That's it, it's done, it's finished, I've lost the car. Then, miraculously, didn't hit any of the radiators, didn't hit the oil rads, so I wasn't spilling any fluids on the road. Called the cops. An hour later, they said they would be there. So I drove it home because I was like 15 minutes away, managed to get it back to the house, got onto the insurance the next day, boom, they want to fucking write the thing off. And I'm like, what do you mean write it off? They offered me absolutely nothing. So I decided to go down the route of getting an estimate to have it all repaired. Did it that way, got the estimate, didn't write it off, so I didn't have to go through the bullshit of buying the vehicle back because there was actually nothing wrong with the vehicle. I've had the vehicle for 10 years now, so I know everything about it. But I'm still here to tell the tale, so that's the most important thing, because if I'd been in anything else, that bear would have been through my fucking windscreen. So that's why you should have a nice big 4x4 in the country. And not in the city, because you don't really need one in the city, do you? Why are you driving a Range in the city? Come on, guys. So I decided then to armor the front of the car so this shit doesn't happen again. Redid the whole of the inside with subframes and anything else that needed replacing. Bull bar, winch this time, lights. I use the ambers whenever there's bad weather because it makes such a difference to your driving. So if there's sleet, snow, heavy rain or whatever, I whack these guys on and you'd be amazed how much better you can see in the weather. The ones in the hood are for when you're really off-roading at night and you need to see what's on the side of you. Yes, I do. I've got a whole CB set up in there for when we're overlanding and off-roading so we can all communicate. You know what? I tell you what, this came with a couple of brass shackles, I will call them, on the front, which I actually didn't put them on because I felt like it made the car feel like I was like, I don't know, in a fucking boat. So then I just decided to put soft shackles on instead. Mies van der Rohe once said, black is noble. So that's all I need to say on that subject. I'm a car guy, all right? So I love my fucking V8s, I love my V2s, I love the fucking sound of everything. Everything for me is about touchy-feely sensations. So EVs, go fuck yourself. Let's go, come on. So I've got a nice 5-litre Jaguar V8 in the front, which you can't hear. So dump the resonator, dump the center muffler, put an X-pipe in, listen to this. Doesn't sound very loud. Land Rover, fucking sponsor me. I've never done it, but I'll take you down to fucking Dakar for sure. You know what though? I wouldn't do it with champagne. I'd probably do vodka and caviar. Yeah. What else was done on the vehicle though is that we jacked it up, 2.5-inch lift on it, upgraded the rotors and the pads, 32.5-inch mud and snow tires. Had to chop the chassis a little bit down here to accommodate the new tires, and then rock sliders on the side to just give the protection that it needs, so I don't have to worry about hitting anything.
Where'd you get the parts from? Shot them out.
All the parts are basically Lucky 8. Fucking have everything for the LR4s, Range Rovers, Defenders, one-stop shop. I got most of the shit from there. Want to go anywhere? Want to go fast? Classic car club racing team. That's me with Mike and those guys out there. Fucking love it. Boom!
Brilliant.